another video. Taking off where I last ended. So even though I lost my unemployment stuff, I still keep surviving amazingly. And I was just telling the last pastor that I met, Pastor Bill, how it's amazing how the things God has done in my life. So I'm going to be, he had appointments today, otherwise I would have probably stayed there a lot longer and talked to him. Whew, this is that bad spot on the road. And I'm looking forward to setting up an appointment with him where I can sit down with him and share my stories, some of my stories with him. I was telling him how the Lord has done just amazing things in my life. And God, I would like to keep talking to him too. I like telling people the stories that God's done in my life. And doing it on camera now is a whole new thing for me. New as of 4 months ago, I think it is now. I can't believe that 4 months has flown by. Doing these videos has helped a lot. Had I not been doing these videos and not working, I'd just go to it and sit around soaking up in my misery or sadness and my struggle. It would have been a lot tougher. I'm glad God told me he wanted me to start sharing my faith and talking about it more. And I'm glad I'm doing this channel. Now, it may come back to bite me in some ways or another, but it's all worth it. What I mean by it may come back to bite me, because there are some pretty cruel people on the internet. I found that out with my first YouTube channel when I did other stuff. There's people that start really just trying to tear you down, you know. And you got to kind of not pay attention to that, I guess. And as my mom would say, kill them with kindness, you know, even though they're being mean, try to respond in a nice way. And which I do my best with. I don't start calling them names or fighting with them. I try to always respond with kindness. Some of them will lag it on for a while, and if I just keep being positive, they either quit talking to me or their tune kind of changes. I'll probably tell you some stories about that too in the future. Just how online conversations that started out with just mean people turns around and we ended up actually kind of having a real conversation. Things changed. And I never met them, and I don't know if I ever will. I babble sometimes. And today, I'm in a really dreamy state today, thinking about all this stuff. Getting up was hard, you know. I really had high hopes, hoping that I'd get my unemployment. Because I know I deserve it. I know I do. But for some reason it's not happening. So it's got me really stressing a little more, because I was kind of, even though I've already been denied it multiple times and I knew this was the last round, I thought I really had a shot at it this time, even though the attorney was saying, talking negative all the time. I don't know, he's a good guy, he seems like a good guy, and I appreciate the time he put into it. All he can do is his best, and I thought he did a pretty good job. You know, the way he argued the case, I thought he did a nice job. I don't think the judge gave a fair ruling. And I don't think my previous employer, they weren't really 100% honest. But then again, you know, I don't know. Plus, you know, it's been so long now. Back in June, a lot of the questions I couldn't answer. There were questions that came up. I told them straight out, I can't give you a definite answer. We're talking 8 months ago, you know, and all the stuff I've been going through and living and trying to survive. It's hard enough when you're trying to survive to think about anything, you know. And you got the weight of the world right weighing on your shoulders. So there's that word again. I'm trying to break that habit of using any way a word, as a transition word all the time. So knowing that that's a done deal, and there's a positive side of it too. At least now I don't have to carry it anymore. I know it's done. Before it was there always, and it was taking up space. I might get it, I might not. I might get it, I might not. Well, now I didn't get it, so it's done. It's done. I don't got to worry about it anymore. So trying to look at things in a positive way. Yeah, it sucks I didn't get it. Really sucks I didn't get it. I mean, it really, really sucks I didn't get it. But I'm gonna try to look at it in a positive note. It's a something that was taken up, part of my thought process, and creating stress and worry in me that I'm done with now. Sure, I might be bummed out over a little while, but I know there's no change in it. So I should be able to just set it aside, and I will be able to set it aside more. I mean, eventually eat at me a little bit. At least I know that I ain't like, I gotta reappeal again now, and I'm gonna go through it again. So I can cut that piece of it out of my stress list. And I've been surviving through it all while I've been fighting that, along with all these other things. So I guess we got really, in theory, lightened my load. Would have lightened my load a lot more if I would have been ruled in my favor. But it still lightens my load, because I've survived all along without it. So God's been providing, and when I say God's been providing, I don't want to negate anybody that's helped me. I feel like everybody that's helped me, a lot of people have helped me. Communities helped me. I've had viewers, subscribers help me. I've had at least 3 subscribers help me. And I thank you so much, everybody that's helped me. And I feel like you were all God sent. That God was working through you to help me. Thank you. And don't start trying again. Try not to.
At the traffic circle, take the second exit and stay on USA East.
So, like I keep saying, I know there's a reason for it all. I don't know what that reason is yet, but God's got a plan. It will all come together.
Continue on USA East for 10 miles.
And even if I died in this process, and I hope that doesn't happen, because there's a lot more things I got a lot to offer this world. And I think what I'm doing on this channel is offering a lot to this world. Some people might not see it, some people might. But it's something. And I think there's some really good knowledge or information that I'm sharing about my life in it that truck on the side of the road there, and I couldn't tell if it was a officer unmarked truck radar or if it was somebody that maybe had a motor problem or what. I didn't see nobody in it, so I don't know. I drew a blank now where I was going and what I was talking about. Let's see about God having a plan, and it's awful. Now down in the future, that's what I started saying. Even if I died, I don't want to die. I have a lot to offer this world, and it's a lot more I hope I get to do, and things I hope to get to experience. There's things in America alone that I still really want to see and be able to enjoy, especially while I can still walk and move and stuff, And God, I want to get. I'm big on I don't want to live in California or nothing, but I want to go to California. And I'd like to. There's things I want to see there. I want to see the big redwood trees. I'd like to see the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz if I could. I don't know what else. Maybe there's some other cool things there that I'm not thinking about right now. And then it'd be a fun experience just even driving through there. And I'd like to travel the Coastal Highway. I used to think I had in my mind I was going to get a motorcycle carrier on the back of this and airboat suspension. So if I would have got my unemployment while I was looking for work, that was my plan, because I'd already put so much money into this. next was going to be airboat suspension, and then get a motorcycle carrier. So I get my motorcycle out of storage and keep it on the camper with me. And that opens me up for when traveling. And even though I want to get a home base in town, is where I want to set up. I want to have a home base there. And I want to start from there. I want to start doing part-time traveling as I share my faith and get to travel and see things. You know, no matter where I go or what I'm doing, I'm going to be sharing my faith because it's who I am. You know, it just kind of comes out of me. And I've already been doing that all my life. And I was doing it without even realizing it, you know. Gosh, but traveling here, getting off subject. I was going to talk about Hamlin College next, but I forgot where I started going. It said, even if I died. Now, even if I died, everything I've done up to this point, I know was meant to be. And all these videos I'm making, sharing who I am and my vulnerabilities and my faith in God, I know it's helping somebody out there. And I honestly believe it's helping more than one somebody. I believe it's helping multiple somebodies. And I sure hope so. I really do. It wasn't easy for me to start this and share my vulnerabilities and be on camera, let alone cry on camera. And share that I'm struggling. I think it's a good thing. I know some of the videos I've watched, maybe not quite as raw as what I'm doing, but there's some people that made some videos that it helped me. Some of the things they said and how their lives got better, you know, it helped give me strength to wake up to something I already knew, you know, because God's never let me down, but sometimes you get lost in the fog, you know, and we forget to turn to God, you know, and it's what the best thing you can do is to always have God first, because the closer you get to God, the better your relationship is with God. I promise you, life is so much better. You see things more. I'm not getting into technical words like discernment. I'm just saying to tell them, but you become more aware of everything. It's like your mind is open more. And people that might have fooled you before, or been using you, or mistreating you, or not be of God, you start spotting them more. You start noticing different things. That doesn't mean that you're mean to them, but if you start to see that, you start learning how to set boundaries. As long as you're staying in communication with God, He keeps showing you what's good for you, what's not for you. And most of this is instilled in us. God's in you. If you want Him there, He's there. If you don't want Him, He ain't gonna bother you. He ain't gonna force Himself on you. I'll tell you what, it sure is better